Ashley Anderson with Twin Spires, joined by Andrew Brown and Nick Tamero to preview the big race, the Kentucky Oaks at a mile and an eighth for 3-year-old fillies. It's race 11, post time 5:51 Eastern time. And Nick, let's start with Good Cheer. She's unbeaten from 6 starts, 6-5 on the morning line. I know you still like her, even at the price. Let's talk about Good Cheer.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on and on giving you many reasons to like a 6-5 shot, but Good Cheer is sort of routinely strong each time. We've grown to expect it, and she's delivered each and every time. She's got a couple of wins already here at Churchill, 3 of them last fall. Has answered every question. Looks to be the one to beat. Should get enough pace to run at. Outside draw, no big deal. She's going to want to make her move around the outside as she does every time.
We also have a Bob Baffert runner, Tenma, in this race, 12-1 on the morning line. Andrew, tell us about why you like Tenma.
Well, I like Tenma. Obviously, Good Cheer is the one to beat, unbeaten in 6 starts. And I mean, there's a saying, you always back a mare in form. She's a filly, but I think it applies to Good Cheer. But Tenma, last out, probably needed that run. It was her first run in 2 months in the Santa Anita Oaks. I think Bob Baffert was on the fence about shipping her here, but I've had a chance to speak to her for Twin Spires, interviewed him a couple of times over the last week or so, and he's been really impressed with how she's been moving over the track since she arrived here. And again, she's 5 from 6 and has looked good, unbeaten as a 3-year-old. I think she's tactically versatile. She's got that high cruising speed, should be able to get a nice stalking roll, and it's Baffert and JJ Hernandez. What a great combo.
You know, Tenma is my play as well if you want to try to beat Good Cheer, but I think we all three respect Good Cheer in this race. And Tenma actually has the best dirt speed figure among the field. She got it as a 2-year-old in the Starlet Stakes, but still, I think comes in here and runs a good race. Let's talk about the fact, too, that 5G, some early speed, is now out of the race. So, Nick, tell us, do you think Licara, does she go a little bit slower on the front end, or does that change anything?
I think they're going to be as aggressive as possible with Licara. I think she's going to go and really go as far as she can, as fast as she can. I think their plan is to run everybody off their feet. Their job obviously got a little easier without 5G being in there, but I think this pace has the potential to be breakneck just because Licara is going to go that quickly. That's going to drag a lot of horses into the race, make them go faster than they might want to, and it's either going to be Licara as the last gal standing at the 8th pole, or everybody's going to be engulfing her at that point.
She's really impressed at Churchill Downs. You've been backside. So what have you seen from Licara?
Look, all of the horses going into this race just look absolutely spectacular. Licara is no exception, and I agree with Nick. She'll be loose on the lead, and we'll see if she's there at the finish line.
Real quickly, any long shot plays?
Yeah, I like the 13 Bless the Broken as a long shot play. She's not really as much of a long shot as I hoped in the early wagering, right now at about 12-1. But this is a filly that's on the improve. Goes synthetic to dirt for Will Walden, a young trainer who's really making a name for himself now. Obviously, the son of Elliott Walden, who was a Grade 1 winning trainer, a classic winning trainer, having won the Belmont back in 1998. This is a horse who's getting better. She's an off-the-pace type, simply needs a little pace in front of her. I think she'll get it. Why can't she fill out the exacta and give us a little value?
Andrew, what about you?
It'll be Tenma for me, hardest to beat Good Cheer with Licara in for third. Outside of Good Cheer, really, it's a very competitive betting race. I think the last time I looked at the market, about 4 runners all at that 7-1 quote. So, outside of Good Cheer, you're going to get value whoever you like.
I do like a couple closers to maybe hit the board here. I thought early on impressed me in the Virginia Oaks, and I also think Drexel Hill, something about this horse is starting to really stand out to me. Ben Curtis got a win off the pace with Honor Marie earlier this week, so I'm going to play Drexel Hill as well as a closer. Any final thoughts here?
Yeah, no argument from me there. I think Drexel Hill can get a piece of it. I thought Quick Kick could get a piece of it, and she's going to be an enormous price with Umberto Rispoli on board.
Sounds like Nick's going to have quite an expensive superfecta if you're boxing all of them up, Nick, but you've got Good Cheer on top, right, as the standout.
Exactly right. You got to wheel it if you got Good Cheer on top.
And don't forget that $10 money back offer at Twin Spires. Opt in and happy Oaks Day.